The Moonlit Feather, in the village of Briarwood, nestled among towering trees and mist-covered hills, lived a young boy named Finn. Finn had always been drawn to the night sky, fascinated by the stars and the glowing moon. He spent countless nights lying on the soft grass, staring up at the heavens, wondering if there was more to the sky than what his eyes could see. One evening, as Finn sat by the village pond, watching the reflection of the moon dance across the water, an elder from the village, old Poppy, approached him. She was a kind woman with deep, knowing eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of many years. "Finn," she said, "you've always been curious about the moon, haven't you?" Finn nodded eagerly. "Yes, old Poppy. I've always wondered if there's magic in the sky, if the moon holds any secrets." Old Poppy smiled softly and sat down beside him. "There is magic in the sky, indeed. But the most magical thing of all is the moonlit feather. It's said that once in a lifetime, on a night when the moon is at its fullest, a feather will fall from the sky. This feather carries with it the power to grant a single wish to those who are brave enough to find it." Finn's eyes widened. "A feather from the moon. How can I find it?" Old Poppy's gaze turned toward the horizon, where the moon was rising slowly. "The feather will not be easy to find. It can only be seen by those whose hearts are pure and whose wishes are selfless. The journey to find it is not one of distance, but of heart. You must follow the moon's light, and the feather will guide you." That night, Finn lay awake in his bed, his heart racing with excitement. He knew that this was the moment he had been waiting for. He wanted to find the moonlit feather, not for himself, but to help others, to bring hope to the village that had given him so much. As the full moon rose higher in the sky, Finn slipped out of his room and made his way toward the forest. The moonlight bathed everything in its soft glow, and the world seemed to shimmer with magic. The wind whispered through the trees, and Finn felt the pull of something greater than himself, guiding him forward. He wandered deeper into the forest, following the trail of moonlight that danced on the leaves and the ground. The air was cool and crisp, filled with the scent of pine and earth. Soon Finn came to a clearing, and there in the center he saw it, a single feather, glowing softly in the moonlight. It was unlike any feather Finn had ever seen. It shimmered with a silvery light, and its edges glowed with a soft, ethereal aura. Finn approached the feather carefully, his heart full of wonder. He knelt down and reached out to touch it. As his fingers brushed the feather, a soft voice filled his ears. "You have found me, young one," the voice said, warm and gentle. "What is it that you wish for?" Finn paused. He thought about his family, his friends, and the village he loved. He thought about the hardships they had faced, floods, droughts, and famine, and he knew in his heart what his wish was. "I wish for the village of Briarwood to have peace, prosperity, and happiness," Finn said, his voice steady. "I wish for the people of my village to always have hope, and for their hearts to be filled with kindness." The feather glowed brighter, and a soft breeze stirred around Finn. The moon seemed to shine even more brightly, as if acknowledging his wish. The feather shimmered in his hand, and in that moment, Finn felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The voice spoke once more. "Your wish is granted, brave one. The heart of the village has been touched by your selflessness, and the magic of the moonlit feather will bring harmony to Briarwood." With a final burst of light, the feather disappeared, leaving Finn standing alone in the moonlit clearing. He felt a warmth in his chest, a feeling that everything would be all right, that the village he loved would thrive. As Finn made his way back home, the moon seemed to shine even brighter than before, casting its glow across the village and beyond. In the days that followed, Briarwood flourished. The crops grew plentiful, the rivers ran clear, and the villagers began to feel a renewed sense of hope and connection. And although they never knew of Finn's journey or the moonlit feather, they could feel the magic in the air, in every breeze, in every smile. From that day on, Finn knew that the true magic of the moonlit feather wasn't just in granting wishes. It was in the love, kindness, and selflessness that we share with others. And whenever Finn gazed up at the night sky, he knew that the moon would always be there, watching over him, reminding him that even the smallest of wishes, when made with a pure heart, can change the world. The end.